good, it's good, it's good. Month number 2. Here we are. So I'm trying to recover from this little cold that I feel like I've had forever now. I'm sorry. Okay. So I hit my 2nd month mark living in Ukraine on March 10th. And I did promise in the last one, so my 1st month, that I would try to have a more organized video. So I wrote down, well, I didn't write, I like put this in my notes so that I have stuff to like talk about. You probably, I don't know if you can see it, but I just bullet points of what to talk about, so hopefully this will go a lot smoother. So first thing on my list, let's talk about my host family. They are such hard-working people, and I don't know, they like inspired me to just be focused and driven, and I love it. Even with all the hard work, they love to be silly. They would love to be silly sometimes, and I do love them so much, and I still think about them so much. So the next topic is food. Let's talk about food. So I am from America, and coming to a foreign country, of course, I knew that the food was going to be different, but I'm really not a picky eater back home. I am usually pretty good with like food and trying new foods and stuff. Like, I love it because, you know. So with the food here in Ukraine, when I first got here, I was pretty open to it, and I was open to trying a lot of things, and I feel like I still am. So after the 1st month, at the beginning of the 2nd month, there's this thing called buckwheat. It's not my favorite. It's definitely something that I knew like, right off the bat that not for me. Nope. I can live without it. The 1st month I tried to like eat it and be like, this is fine, it's not bad. Then come the 2nd month, I was like, I can't do this. And so I kind of gave up on eating buckwheat, except for when my host mom makes it. When my host mom makes it, it's pretty good. But most of my meals are through the school. Like my lunch and dinner are through the school. And it's a common thing here to eat buckwheat with a lot of your meals. So I was getting it quite often. So there were a lot of days where my appetite was definitely not filled. I love when they give us like their sweetbreads, especially they usually give it to us during like for our dinner, and we get like a sweetbread, and it's so good. Their sweetbreads, and borscht. Borscht is so good. Borscht is the traditional Ukrainian dish, and we all love it. Like all of us, we all love it, and I feel like we all fell in love with it like pretty fast. It's so good. Don't really know how to explain it. It's like a really it's a really good stew, and it's very filling. In the moment while eating it though, it doesn't taste like heavy, but after you're done eating like a bowl, I'm usually pretty full from it. It's very filling and it's pretty healthy, so I love borscht. It's really good. Next thing, my free time. So what do I do in my free time? I do have quite a bit of free time. Like my mornings are completely free unless if I'm like planning lessons for the school. With that free time, I feel like I watched a lot of Netflix. Like I realized, oh my gosh, I have so much free time. Netflix. So my next topic is, I did catch a cold at the very beginning of my 2-month mark. So at the end of my 1 month, beginning of my 2 month. And it was the first time I actually got sick here, because the whole 1st month I wasn't sick, but a lot of the other volunteers, they were sick, like they were catching stuff. So I thought, wow, I'm like I've been so lucky that I haven't gotten sick the whole first month, which was like all a big winter month, and we were like going out quite a bit, like trying to get to know the city. And I was just thinking, wow, what if I don't get sick? And what if I'm like totally good this whole time that I'm here? That would be awesome. That's what a lot of us would want, but no, that's not what happened. You know, I was like really sick, and I was just trying to recover from it for about 2.5 weeks. I feel like normally I'm not sick for that long of time, like that long of a period. I feel like I'm usually sick for maybe like a week, and then I'm like fine the next week. Like I'm usually fine, but 2.5 weeks is so long. I think part of it is definitely because of the travel. Like I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there, and just the weather changing. So that's probably it. But I feel like whenever, like back home in America, I don't normally get sick. So I felt homesick for the first time during my second month, and it was when I was like really sick. and it was that same weekend of me not having any plans. I remember I felt like I had to go out. I had to go out. I could not stay home. I could not stay in. So I was really just thinking so much about my family during that time, and so I actually felt really sad. Just this very sad, lonely, empty feeling, even though I was surrounded by so many people. Yeah, homesickness. Like I really felt it this second month. I guess I like realized, like, wow, I really am so far away from everyone, like literally across the ocean. So far away from everyone. And so sorry, I had to stop because my host family ended up coming home, and filming while they're home is kind of weird. It's a really small apartment, you can hear everything. What was I saying? It was just the realization of, wow, I am living here now. And it had only been barely like a month and a half when I was like I live here. Like I still have 4 more months to go. Just felt like so long till I could see everyone again. It just really hit me that I'm gonna be living here for 5 months. Okay, so my next thing after that, I put weather. I don't know why I put weather, but I guess the weather during the second month was snowy. Just snow. Snow, and it was cold. I don't know why I put weather. Transportation. Okay, transportation. I really got the transportation with the metro down. Well, I felt like I had already gotten it down in my first month though, so the second month it was about the same. Transportation, I'm just used to it. I got used to, you know, being on a very like busy bus and everyone just being like squished. And the metro, I got used to just a lot of people on the metro. It just became a very normal thing. That's when I realized that I really like taking the metro because yeah, it takes a while. It does take a while for me to go from one place to another, but not as long as some other people. So I got like a good medium. But with transportation, I got so used to it, and I actually really like kind of look forward to taking the metro because it's just kind of like a moment where I just don't really, where I just kind of block everything, or Netflix. So that's what I was doing during my second month on the metro. I always knew I'm gonna watch Netflix. Okay, so during the end of my second month and beginning of third month, I had to switch host families. So now I'm living with a new family. I actually still see my old host mom a lot. I see her so much actually, because she takes her daughter to the school that one of the schools that I teach at, and I still go. So I see her quite often, and every time I see her I'm just like, hello, how are you doing? And she asks me how I'm doing, we hug, and that's it. We just have like a little chat and then we just part ways. But yeah, I did switch host families. And the last thing on here is teaching / the kids. The reason I came to Ukraine was to teach English to elementary students not really elementary students, just like younger kids. So teaching my second month, I definitely had it down, and like I knew what I was doing, I knew what I was supposed to be doing, and I got to know the kids a bit more. I definitely was more comfortable with them, and I think they were with me too. And that's the last thing on my list. I don't know how to end this. Goodbye.